Hey everyone, the Video Game Lover here, and yes, the title is not deceiving you. Welcome to another edition of Games I Finished, where I talk about the games that I finished for a certain month. Once again, I finished 10 games for the month of February. Came and went. But here's a twist. 9 of the 10 games are either from the Ben 10 series and Spongebob series. I wish I was lying, I'm not kidding, so let me explain. I finished every Ben 10 game on the Nintendo DS. Why, you may ask? I don't know. Never saw Ben 10, but these are short games and most of them were beat 'em ups, so why not? Why not? I actually am thinking about doing a review for all 6 of them in a separate video, so I'm gonna go briefly on these. So first we have Ben 10 Protector of Earth on the DS. This one's actually a pretty decent game, and I heard that this game is actually really good on PS2 and PSP. It was good on like almost every platform. It's a standard, typical 2D platforming beat-em-up game. Works pretty well. The only thing that it can be a little annoying that when you morph, you have to like keep getting energy, and if not, you lose your power-up. It's kind of annoying, honestly, but still, it was a decent game. Pretty good game on the DS. Next, we have Ben 10 Alien Storm, or Alien Revenge. I think it's just called Alien Force, excuse me. I thought that game was ass. It plays so slow, and I have no idea what happened. The first game played great, but this one plays so slow and sloppy. The bosses are easy, but the final boss is annoying. It was not fun. Not a good game at all. I did not like that one. Then we have Ben 10 Alien Force Vilgax. It's literally almost the same game except with different levels. It's a little bit better, but not by much. Just a very mediocre game. Next we have Cosmic Destruction, and in my opinion, this was the best Ben 10 game on the DS, and it was made by the same people who did the DS versions for Shattered Dimensions and Spider-Man Web of Shadows, which are great games. So I had a feeling that that game was going to be good, and sure enough, it was pretty decent. Very easy though, very easy game, but I still think it was a pretty good game, and it's one of the best on the DS as far as Ben 10 game goes. Then we have Omniverse, very mediocre, beyond mediocre, boring game, nothing to talk about. And the last game I beat was Ben 10 Racing, or Galactic Racing, which was okay, but nothing really special. It's your typical kart racing Mario Kart clone, so it was just whatever, you know, but that's it. Like, if I had to pick, like, what are some of the best Ben 10 games on the DS, it will only be Protector of Earth and Cosmic Destruction. That's literally it. So, alright, now let's get to the SpongeBob Game Boy Advance games. I finished the remaining 3. We have the SpongeBob movie game, which in my opinion is the best one of the GBA. It was done by WayForward. It's basically a massive love letter to Mario 3. Even so that when you get the invisibility theme, it sounds exactly like the Mario Star theme, or like the Kirby invisibility theme from Kirby 64. But it's still a really fun game. I really enjoyed it. It can be a little challenging when you get to Shell City, but it's a pretty fun game. Bosses are an absolute joke in that game, though. Those bosses are piss easy, but pretty fun game. Next, we have Battle for Bikini Bottom. This was the game before the movie came out. It was made by Vicious Vicarious. I think that's their name. I think I probably butchered their name. They made the GBA version of Revenge of the Flying Dutchman, which wasn't really all that great. And unfortunately, this game, my god, it was such a slog to get through. The levels are so long in this game. So it's the same thing. You have to find 3 golden spatulas, similar to how you have to find 3 keys to move on to the next level. And man, these levels can go on, and the puzzles can be really annoying. I don't know how the hell these little kids were able to discover some of these answers to the puzzles. There are some that can really be tricky, but not really of a good game, honestly. And the last game is Atlantis Square Pantis. Now, I beat the DS version, and I thought that was a really good game. The GBA version, though, sucks ass. that might have been one of the most boring games I've ever played. It started out okay. You start out SpongeBob and Patrick, then you get Sandy, then you get Mr. Krabs. But the big problem is they took what the worst aspects of Donkey Kong 64 and made it worse. So there are so many times where you have like SpongeBob and Patrick, and then there's an area where you need Mr. Krabs. So you gotta go back, get Mr. Krabs, and then there's another area where you need Patrick again, so you gotta go back and get Patrick again. It is just dumb. It's so freaking stupid. And the levels are just so uninspiring. I think that's the worst one. I know Andrew thinks Revenge of the Flying Dutchman was the worst one. No way, Jose. I think Atlantis SquarePantis was the worst one. But now it's time to talk about the last game that I finished, and the one that you all have been waiting for. This was the only non-Ben 10 SpongeBob game I beat, and it's Ghosts of Yote for the PS5. Finally played and finished this game. This is a very, very good game by Sucker Punch. First of all, this game, you don't need to play Tsushima to understand the story. It's a standalone sequel, so you don't have to play Tsushima to understand what's happening. But this is a really damn good game. I'm not sure, do I like it more than Tsushima, because it's been a long time since I played and beaten Tsushima, but it's literally right up there. Gameplay and the combat is very smooth. The music is outstanding in this game. And while the story at first seems simple, there's a lot of layers to it. Trust me on this. A lot of layers to this story. Atsu is a really good character. I really liked her a lot. She's up there with Jin in my opinion. Graphically, game is absolutely beautiful, breathtaking on the PS5. Sucker Punch did a really good job in this game. My only issue I have with this game is, so here's the thing about Tsushima. Tsushima started out hard, but then it got real easy later in the game. Here, it's the opposite. Starts out easy, blowing through the game, then you get to the later game, and Jesus Christ, you are gonna get your ass beat. Man, let me tell you this, Lord Saito, very brutal final boss. Very tough final boss. Died a lot on him. But yeah, this is a very good game for the PS5. Really awesome game. I highly recommend this, especially if you're a fan of the Ghost of Tsushima. You're gonna love this game. Trust me, this is a really awesome game for the PS5. So, anyways, guys, thank you all for watching this video. I'll see you guys on my next one. Video Game Lover 58, sign out. Peace.